Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and congratulations on your election as chair of this subcommittee.
Thank you.
It was a very active subcommittee in the last Congress, and I look forward to actually continuing much of the work that we started and moving forward in this Congress, and I am certain that we're going to have a good working relationship. I applaud today's focus on OSHA's regulatory agenda because over the past 4 years, this panel has explored a number of loopholes in OSHA's regulatory safety net, and I'm hoping that under your leadership, Mr. Chairman, together we can fix what is needed and bring OSHA into the 21st century. But first things first, if OSHA comes under assault from the new majority, the fact is the agency may not be able to carry out its core missions. For example, the 18% reduction of OSHA's budget in the Republican continuing resolution for fiscal year 2011 would eliminate 415 employees, bringing OSHA to its lowest staffing levels since 1974, likely forcing OSHA to furlough all of its employees for 3 months. This would mean 8,000 fewer workplace hazard inspections and 740 fewer whistleblower discrimination investigations this year alone. And the deeper one digs, the worse it appears. The Republican funding resolution completely zeroes out OSHA's Statistics and Information Division. That means, Mr. Chairman, it means no more data collection on workplace health and safety trends, which is critical for targeting hazardous work sites. This cut even shuts down OSHA's website. The continuing resolution we're currently debating includes cuts to state OSHA programs, including California and Michigan, both of our states, which are under extreme fiscal duress at the moment. It cuts OSHA's safety and health standards by 16%, blocking long overdue rules like the one to prevent falls at construction sites period. In other words, Mr. Chairman, the Republican CR doesn't just trim OSHA's budget, it absolutely cripples the agencies and needlessly jeopardizes safety standards and endangers American workers. So today's hearing about how OSHA's regulatory agenda affects job creation and investment is truly serious. I strongly believe it's the lack of regulation that has killed workers and their jobs. Take, for example, a deadly 2009 explosion at the ConAgra Slim Jim plant in Garner, North Carolina. Contractors purged a natural gas line they were connecting to a new industrial water heater, but they didn't smell gas, and they kept venting the pipe for 2.5 hours until the gas found a spark. 3 workers were killed, 71 were injured in that explosion. Rather than rebuild the section of the plant that was destroyed, ConAgra is consolidating production elsewhere, closing the plant and putting 700 people out of work. Now I want you to look at this hose. I told Richard this is how I keep my men under control. But anyway.
I will move over if necessary. So.
Over your head, man. Had there been OSHA regulations banning indoor gas purging, the contractors would have simply taken a piece of hose like this, and connected it to the gas pipe and vented it outside, away from the building. So everyone has to agree that had there been such a rule, where's my this? There would have been no deaths, there would have been no injuries, and 700 people would still have their prized factory jobs in their same area where they live. Red tape has slowed OSHA's efforts to prevent combustible dust fires and explosions, like the 2008 tragedy at Imperial Sugar and the Indiana dust explosion illustrated at the easel, which is to my right over there. That's what that looked like. That killed the brother of a witness who is here today. We know the dust explosion problem can be fixed and without damaging competitiveness. Following a string of grain elevator explosion, OSHA issued a grain handling standard in 1987. Since that rule, there has been a dramatic decline in explosions without any negative economic impact on the grain handling industry or related small businesses. So, Mr. Chairman, as we begin our first hearing of the 112th Congress, we have to challenge some of the long-held erroneous assumptions about regulations being bad for profit margins and economic growth. OSHA needs the resources to carry out its mission, to protect its workers, and to help businesses at the same time. So again, I want to thank you, and I want to thank the witnesses who are here today, especially those of you who have had to travel long distances to be with us. I look forward to your testimony. Thank you.